I want to thank the co-chairs of this task force to try to help us end gun violence and take illegal guns off the streets for helping pull together this hearing. To the mayors, I want to say thank you very much for your presence, for taking the time to be here in Washington, D.C. to do this, along with the commissioners. We very much appreciate your standing forward and helping us articulate this vision of a safer America so that we can really get past these days when we see the violence that we saw at Virginia Tech University. Interestingly enough, that incident, which took the lives of 32 people in one sitting, is really a reflection of America, because in one day, the average number of Americans who die from gun violence is 32. 32. Every day. Every day. And I think we're all here because we're trying to prevent that type of statistic from occurring and reoccurring all the time. I hope you will continue to push. Push, you're on the right track. Everything you seem to be pushing for is supported by the American public by overwhelming margins. And so what you're professing is something that I hope will be legislating in the years to come. And so I urge you to continue this push forward. Thank you for lending your voices, your stature to this very important issue. I want to thank you as well. I know some of you have actually taken a position, a strong position on legislation that I've introduced with regard to gun microscamping, to make sure that if a weapon is used, we're able to take something as simple as this casing, shell casing, and once it's been fired, it will be imprinted with a number that will have been on the face of the weapon that discharged the bullet that this casing held. And we can then quickly begin in the investigations, and I'm sure the Commission will understand this well. When you find that shell on the ground of some crime scene, when you can take the shell, even though you don't have the weapon, and then trace from the shell the weapon that was used, you get to begin an effective investigation into that crime that was committed. And so there's some very common sense legislation that we can all move forward with. There's some great practical measures that we can all take. You are leading the fight in this. We want to thank you for that, because we know at the end of the day what we're trying to do is stop that statistic of 32 dead in one day from occurring again. And so, greatest of applause to you for taking the time to be here, but more importantly for moving forward an initiative that I think most Americans will say it should have happened yesterday. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Javier. And I would like to